Yo, what's up my people, mnaendeleaje? Hope manze mko fiti, mimi niko fine kabisa. And it's been a long time since we've been in this space manze. I think the last time nilikuwa ama upload a video was like late April, and from then manze vitu zimekuwa zikienda very fast. Things has been running very fast, and actually time is not enough, it's never enough. And honestly I can say manze nimewamiss sana mbaya sana. Naona wasee wananiuliza mbona niliacha ku update about what we've been doing in my channel, and manzeni just a lot of things has been happening. And actually I remember that from the last video I was just approaching exam week, and as I said, if you're the first time that you're in this channel, please remember first to subscribe to my channel, because it's there is where we give people, and I share my experience and experience of other people in relation to relocating from US, from Kenya to the US, and how my journey was and how other people's journey have been. And so far so good, I cannot complain, because God has been so faithful, and above it all, it's God. Manze, si rahisi. The journey has been so interesting, and I've seen God doing things in a great way, and I can say that I'm manifesting his goodness and his grace. So manze, if this is your first time that you're in this space, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also remember to share this good news to someone who might be willing to hear this message. So back to what I was saying, like the last time Tuli Onana Amanili upload a video was like a week before my exam, and it was my second semester exam, final week. And things has been crazy, because it was a very fast race that I didn't have even time to go and maybe even to sit down and shoot maybe or record something. But all in all, we wrapped the semester in style, and God helped us. I mean, there was a lot of projects that I was working on, and God has been so faithful, because manze nilimaliza semester tukaimaliza. And because I had taken like so many courses in the winter semester, I decided not to take any course in the summer semester. So school closed for like 1 week, and then it reopened again. So now there's a session going on here for the for the summer semester, sorry. And I know there are people who are asking like, how is summer like now, manze? Oh wow, I'm enjoying this environment right now. I'm enjoying the weather. As locals here or people here wanasema like, oh imekuwa hot. Maybe I'm enjoying, because I've been crying all along during the winter, and now you're waking up, the sunshine is already up, and wow, it's amazing. So sijui mmekuaje, nyinyi mmekuwa vipi? I hope that God has kept you good, and that you're doing great manze. In this journey sometimes can be very hard, especially when you're on this side of the world, and you know like you have very little information about how things work here and how things operate here. It can be very hard for you to adapt and even to cope up with life, and sometimes you find yourself in a state like you don't even understand how you got there. A lot of you don't have someone to talk to, and even if you have someone to talk to, nowadays people are very weird. You cannot just go and trust everybody. So you find like sometimes you keep so many things piling up, and you're human. You get overwhelmed by all these things, and you might find yourself in depression, or maybe in some other kind of stuff like stress, and it's very crazy. But I was sharing with a friend in home, anasema hata heri nipata na stress nikiwa huku kuliko nikiwa home. I was like, do you even really understand what you're saying? Yeah, things imekuwa hivyo manze. God amekuwa so truthful kwangu in a big way. 1 year is down, and let me tell you one thing. When I was in high school, and this is a story that I never wanted to share at all, but I will share it because sometimes I read someone, and I actually watched a certain video from one of the YouTubers in Kenya called Lynn Ngugi. I think he has Lynn Ngugi, and she hosted a certain guy called I think he's doing an electronic business called Maish. Yeah, he has a business in Nairobi, and can I remember the name of the business? Oh, I think I've forgotten, but if I remember, I'll just mention it. And this guy was saying, like, he was once accused of raping someone, and he was accused by someone who knew him very well, and that he went through hell. He went through some situations that he never thought that where he is right now, it could be like anybody if not God. And he was saying that when God comes in our lives and blesses us, it is very in order, and it is very right to show how God has done in our lives in a bigger way. Kuna watu unapata manze, God amekubless manze, kuna time ulikuwa hauna kakitu, kuna time ulikuwa manze wewe hata umefikiria tu the last option yako manze ni kujitoa uhai, ama maybe ulikuwa unafikiria manze like this is the end, but something just came up, and then God akakutoa kutoka that hole, na saa hizo utaki ku manifest this God in a bigger way. Kuna wase wanasema oh, saa hizi manze huyu msee amepata job kubwa, ameanza kuringa, amenunua gari, amejenga nyumba, sijui all those kind of stuff, ati anaringa. No, it is good sometimes to show our God in a bigger way. And I was listening to his story, and he was saying, everything was saying like, manze, everything you're doing, put God first, involve God first. And if you're interested, go to Lynn Ngugi's YouTube channel, and I'm not doing any advert for her because I don't even know whether she knows me or not. I just came across that specific video, and I was so much inspired from how that guy is building his wealth right now. He's a multi-millionaire right now, and he's doing great things. So it doesn't matter where you are right now, because you never know what your tomorrow will be. And manze, as long as you see someone's situation right now, things change. God changes things. God uplifts people from the dust to the tables. Manze, usione mtu leo alafu manze uanze kumtarau ama uanze kumwrite off. Remember, Jalasa alisema, nilikuwa na watch clip fulani hapo, alisema never ever write off a human being as long as he's alive. And that is true, because kuna wase washa kuambia oh, your destiny is doomed, ama wanakuambia manze huwezi make anything, where there's nothing good can come out of you, ama can come out of your home. Manze, those are some of the voices mimi nimeshazisikia kwa masikio yangu. And I remember that time manze, I was helpless. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to lean on. I didn't know what to do. Nakumbuka this a specific time nilikuwa high school, and I grew up in a big family. A big family means tulikuwa wengi. Yes, na tulikuwa wengi, karibu sisi kwetu ni karibu tunajaa football team. And the good thing mimi ndo nilikuwa goalkeeper, ndo mimi ndo last kabisa. So I grew up in a family of boys, like grow up na my big brothers wangu karibu wanne. Yeah, wanne. And life was not easy. And all along and I've never seen in my entire life my dad coming home ati ametoka job. Mimi sijaiona kitu kama hiyo, ama madhe ati yako na pay slip. I've never seen that. And we didn't have like a very huge piece of land yenye ungesema oh, manze ati hapa ndo mzae anafanyanga job kama yeye ni like maybe a large scale farmer nini. Mimi vile tuli grow up manze ni grace ya God. And I know there are people who have huge testimonies than mine. But kuna hiyo specific, kuna those people who say some things and they feel like oh my goodness, they know my destiny, like they have wamenikanyagia nyota. And if you believe in that thing, it can be true. But if you work hard and avoid even a single moment believing in those kind of words, then you're in the right track. I remember this time nilikuwa form 2, and one of my brother alikuwa anafanya KCSE, and 2 of my brothers were like an year ndio wamalize shule pia. And kama vile nimesema mimi sikuwa yona mzae yake na payslip. Manze mimi all my entire education nilisoma na basari. Mimi nakwambia mzae wangu alikuwa mnoma sana, and salute to that mzee. Juu kwetu hakuna mzee hajafika form 4. Kuna moja na yeye alikataa, ni mmoja peke yake. And I am in a family of like 9. Yeah, I'm in a family of 9. Na sisi kwetu mzae ametusomesha hadi to a position yenye nasema nzee, you have the freedom, you have the power to go and ujitetee in the world. I know there are some parents wenye wanajaribu lakini wanashindwa, but mimi kulingana vile najua my parents hawakuwa na uwezo ya kutupitisha hapo, walingangana sana. We didn't have like a lot of things, we didn't have like that good life growing up, but manze walijaribu. But in this particular year in form 2, nakumbukanga mzae my brother alikuwa anamaliza shule na alikuwa hajalipia, sijui ni pesa ya food ama ilikuwa ni pesa ya nini. Sisi kwetu tulikuanga na deni shule ever. Hadi vile Prince alikuanga anakuja kuitan, hey, huyo Prince namkumbuka sana. Kwa anaitwa Mrs. Mwangi. A very good madam, a very good principal. May God keep you well wherever you are, and your generations and generations be blessed. So huyo madam akikuja kuita register ya wase wenye wajalipa, sisi tulikuwa tunajua ni obvious. So tuko tunangoja tuitwe, unajitoa tu mbio tu, ilikuwa obvious. Yani kila msee alikuwa, lakini God ni msee mwingine huwezi elewa juu. Like my brother alikuwa so bright, myself kwa shule nilikuwa so bright. Like hatukuwa tu wale, unajua kuna watu wenyewe hata ukifukuza wenyewe unaona wacha tu kaende juu, mimi hata hakuna kitu na nyita, hakuna kitu nashika kwa shule. But sisi kwetu at least tulikuwa tunangangana. My brother angekuja number 1, mimi ningekuanga number 1, the rest walikuwa wanafanya vizuri. So ilifika hii time tuko na deni yenye hata hatuwezi samehewa shule. Let me tell you, yeah, na ilikuwa so ikafika my brother ndio nataka kumaliza shule, mimi niko I think form 2, wengine wawili karibu wanamaliza. Pesa yenye mzee alikuwa amejaribu kusukuma hivi na basari hazitoshi. So mimi nikamwambia mzee fanya hivi, wacha mimi ni drop wenye wako already kwa karibu wamalize shule. Na ikakuwa ni hivyo, na mimi nikajua kamari yangu kusoma imeishia hapo. So after nikaka home like almost like close a month if I can remember very well. But I was very smart because I was doing very well in school. So my absence ilikuwa already shaanza kukua noticed, like sionekanangi shule hivi. Na unajua kuna wale tu walikuwa nasema na huyo kijana kwani alienda aje. And then my dad was a very nice guy, alikuwa anajulikana shule. Mwanzo mkutano shule, he was the first person to be there. Even parents day manze tulikuwa najua sisi ndo tunaanziangwa. Kama unakuwa na makosa wewe unadiliwa na wewe hapo. Na hakukuanga tuna story. Kama wewe uko na issue, si ati muende kudiscuss hapo mambo na indiscipline na walimu. Mzee wangu anakumalizia tu hapo, and then hizo vitu zingine za performance muongelele na mwalimu. So that was how my dad was. So he was alikuwa anajulikana sana. So nikamwambia mzee manze, mimi wacha tu ni drop out, acha wenye karibu wanamaliza shule wamalize. Na ikakuwa ni hivyo. But God alikam through juu nyota yangu manze haikuwa bado imekanyagwa, na sidhani kama kuna mtu anaweza ikanyaga juu the God I serve and the God we trust in it's a big God that I now feel that we should show this God in a bigger way, like this guy was saying. So God ikakam through one of my class teacher, who we never even related very well, decided to pay for my school fees. And I remember when I went for a motivation speaking in the same school, I said that because I wanted people to know that God works with angels, and with these angels are just people like us who God sends to us because we need them at that very moment. Huyo mwalimu, shout out kwenye yako saizi, alikuwa Madam Mosheke, alikam through akanilipia fee the whole year. Nikamanage kwenda form 3. Mabro wangu wakamaliza shule, ikabaki ni mimi. So but now ikafika form 4, sasa mimi ndo nakamaliza shule. Nakumbuka it was very funny because I had a group of like 10 guys wenye tulikuwa nasoma the same tulikuwa very sure si tunaenda kampo. Na unajua ile mbogi unakuanga unajua hawa lazima tupite. It happened that kwa hii mbogi manze, out of like mbogi ilikuwa mabeshte wangu, like manze mimi nilikuwa among those wenye wako mimi kwenda shule. And the funny thing, I used to walk for like almost like 11 kilometers. 11 kilometers from home to school. Na kurudi the same. If I'm not wrong, yeah, that was 11. If not 11, 9 to 10. Daily. Juu nilikuwa day school. Haikuwa rahisi. Kukinyesha ilikuwa ngori sana. So, why am I saying this story? I'm saying this story just to let you know that God works in a mysterious way that you never know. Because I never knew that at one point in lifetime, I will be in the United States of America doing my master's degree in a technical field that I never even knew what it is. And right now, I'm almost like 1 year down the line, na nitavalia hiyo graduation in Jesus name. Hiyo graduation gown in Jesus name. I've seen my brothers doing that. I've seen a good friend of mine, Brian, graduated as the most, how do I put it, as the best of the best student in the faculty. So manze, and this is the guy tulisoma naye pale UOE, so it's someone I know in and out. Na see that he is so special, is the grace of God. So back to my story. That was in 2013. Nikafanya KCSE, nikamiss kwenda campus na point moja. Yeah, I got a 59 I got a 59 and the pass mark was 60. Wait, no. I got a 58 and the pass mark was 60. That was very painful because ile mbogi yote yangu nilikuwa nayo walienda campus. And then nikajanza kujiuliza like why has that happened? Manze sikuwa najua kulikuwa na reason. That was very painful for me, and I remember one of our neighbors who sita mention kwa jina because sijui kama hata anaweza kuwa nakumbuka ama hakumbuki. One day niliamua kurudia shule as I was walking because nilikuwa naenda church asubuhi Sunday. Monday to Sunday nilikuwa naenda church. Remember nimesema nilikuwa day school. So siku moja so nilikuanga na bag ever manze nikienda shule hadi Sunday. Siku moja niliwapita wakiwa rende ya wamama, unajua wale wamama geshagi. Na wakasema, hii masomo yenye manze inasomango hadi Sunday. Kwani watu wanasoma na wapiti? That was very painful. And after they said that, they laughed. Unaona ile gang ya wamama wenye, like, I don't want to use bad words, but you can imagine how they said it, and it was so painful for me because I knew what I was going through in my mind, and I was like, oh God, did I do like the wrong thing to do to go back to school? And I never knew that was like that was the voice that was talking to me like, do this to prove them wrong. And let me just to cut the long story short. When I went back for the second time, I did my best and I topped in the whole school for a period record of the whole year. This is true. And for those when you walienda shule walikuwa in that school that year, juana wata watch this video, they can confirm that. I topped the whole school except KCSE. KCSE ndo nililalia masikio, but I performed very well. I was among the top 3. Thank God. But the point was not actually to top. The point was to make sure I think for a very period of time nilikuwa na hate huyu mama sana, and I didn't have like the courage ya kumforgive you. That was very painful for me and I was still young. So unajua zile words zenye unaweza ambiwa na umeneza sikia watu wamekuambia and then zikuwe zina kuprick every other time. So ilifika time nikase after so many years, after nimeenda campus na nimemaliza, nikakumbuka huyu madhe vile alisema. Nikasema ama ilikuwa tu voice ya God alikuwa anataka huyu madhe aseme hivyo, ndo mimi nikirudi shule nitie bidii nikuwe place niko. To me, I cannot say like I've experienced any academic stagnation so far, because after hapo nilienda campus, after campus nikapata job, after job ndo nikakuja huku. So all along it has been God, and the purpose of this video is to let you know that in a situation yenye huko manze, it's not permanent. It's not permanent. Manze, maybe saizi hauna hata pesa ya rent, ama maybe saizi hata hauna future, umekosa hata hiyo pesa ya ku register that exam, ama maybe school fees. I know how life is right now, but that situation is not permanent. Maybe you're going through a lot of stuff. Maybe ni breakups, maybe ni depression, maybe ni hatred kutoka kwa wazae, maybe your brothers wamekutupa nje, maybe ulikuwa unangoja deal fulani nimekataa kuingiana, maybe ulikuwa umeinvest pesa kwa cryptocurrency ama bitcoin zimeingia nyasi, maybe pia wewe ni gambling na people should stop gambling, alafu pesa imeenda maji, all those stuffs. Or maybe you're addicted to some things, like maybe you are a workaholic, unafanya kazi Monday to Sunday and imekuwa sasa ni addiction. Maybe you are addicted to sex, maybe you are addicted to drugs, because hizi zote ni addictions. Manze, I'm talking to you. This video, this recording for today is just to let you know that there is no any permanent situation if you're willing to change. And if you're willing to change and you involve God in what you want God to walk you through with, to walk with you, he will definitely do that. And let me tell you the final thing as I close this, that everything that you ever thought about yourself in life, everything, every milestone that you ever thought of being, of reaching in your lifetime, you can reach that. All you need to do is to work for that. All you need to do first, involve God in that thing. Sometimes, let me tell you, I was saying this was the last thing, but now kitu ingine imekuja kwa mind. This is the problem of these things. Zinachemka, mambo ni kama inaanza kuchemka. So, I know we cannot like finish this in this just one video, but let me tell you one thing. Kuna time ilifika nikaona manze, sasa hapa penye imefika hata eri manze singekuja hii US. Sasa hizo mabeshe zangu tunaongea manze, si uko tu ni madola, si uko ni. Honestly speaking, kuna time ilifika nikasema, God, did I make like the wrong decision to come US? Because like everything was working against me. Sio shule, sio place naishi, sio mabeshte, sio familia, sio, everything was working against me. Na nikauliza God, was it really your plan for mimi kukuja huku? And in that moment I was thinking a lot of things were happening and seeing like I'm totally in a wrong place. Manze, God ali come through na akaniambia it's just a season. It's just a season. It's part of the process, manze. Maybe what you're going through right now, and I feel like this is now the end of you, manze. Maybe it's part of the process. It's part of the process. Na God working in a very mysterious way. Atakufanya upitie place fulani yenye anajua hii lazima ikupinch, lazima ufilio ka uchungu, lazima ufilio ka uchungu. And then at that moment that you're almost giving up, ndio huyo anakuja 11th hour. 11th hour anakuja. Na niwaambie kitu kingine, sijui kama na preach ama sijui na kama niwaambie like God anafanyanga things at the right time, at the right moments, and in the right way. God hajai kuwa late na hata haikuwa too early. He will come at the right time. Manze, usi give up, manze. There's a lot of things that God has for you. All you need to do, submit, manze. Submit kwake. Na kusubmit haimaanishi ni, unajua sisi kama young generations tuko na mambo mingi sana. Kusubmit kwa God si lazima si kusema okay, sasa nitakuwa naenda church, sasa nitakuwa sijui na serve kwa church, sasa nitakuwa nasaidia wagonjwa, sasa no. Kusubmit kwa God ni kuambia God, manze, sasa mimi nimejaribu on my own na nimeshindikana. Sasa from now you take preeminence. Kenye nafanya na mwili yangu jo ndo ulinipatia hii mwili, wacha ikuwe directed by you. Kenye nafikiria kwa mind yangu, refresh my mind every other moment and let your spirit direct me. The situation yenye niko God, najua mi siwezi jitoa by my own, but wewe you can do it. Submit, and submit comes with sacrifices. Kama you've been addicted to alcohol, kama you've been addicted to drugs, kama you've been addicted to sex, kama you've been addicted to any kind of addiction, sacrifice has to come. Juwezi kuwa unaambia God manze, mi God manze saizi sina nakata maji mbaya sana na nataka unisaidie kuacha. But every hour ikifika majioni tu hivi manze ndo mtu wa kwanza kuingia kwa club. You have to have, as long as you're submitting and asking God to give him a chance to work in your life. Jana nilienda by fellowship jioni, and the preacher who was preaching alikuwa anasema like alikuwa anatupatia hiyo story ya Esther in the Bible. Najua nyinyi wase wengi mnawajua, kuna wajua wamesoma Bible kuniliko, na kuna wajua wanajua hii story zaidi ya vile nitaisema, but I'm just like paraphrasing vile alisema. Esther vile alikuwa before kuwe queen, kulikuwa na king mwenye alikuwa na queen wake, and then king alikuwa ameorganize sherehe kubwa sana, big sherehe party, na alikuwa ameita those royal friends wenye huwezi taka kwa embarrass in any way. So manze, hii America iko na vituko sana. Sasa kuna wasa wana ride huko mabikes leo, unasikia hizo makelele na wana ride mbaya sana. Sorry, it's crazy here. So back to my point, alikuwa anasema Esther before akue queen, kulikuwa na king mwenye alikuwa na queen wake, na alikuwa ameorganize sherehe party kubwa sana, na alikuwa ameita ma royal friends wake wenye hangetaka kuwa embarrass. So akasema like anataka, so ilikuwa imefika time ya entertainment, akasema you queen wake sasa, I think ilikuwa inaitwa Bethsheba ama ni something, yeah, I'm not sure about the name, so I don't want to quote things zenye ziko kwa Bible, but I'm just paraphrasing. So akasema ilikuwa God's plan Esther kukuwa a queen. Jo king alikuwa anataka, alisema I want you to dress and to dance in front of my guest naked, and that queen alikataa. Vile alikataa, king akauliza mabeshte zake, nyinyi mnaonaje? Most of them wakamuadvise achane na huyu, like atafute another lady, and that's how Esther came to the picture. Kama ujui story, enda in the book of Esther and read vizuri, utaelewa into the details. I'm just my main point is very about sacrifice. So Esther was an immigrant in this land. Immigrant ni watu kama sisi. Immigrant ni watu wenye tumetoka in our own native country tunakuja country nyingine. So we are immigrant. So Esther alikuwa immigrant, and there was no any way that an immigrant could assume the position of a queen. Esther alikuwa na kazini na uncle yake alikuwa anaitwa Mordecai. So vile it's a long passage vile ilifika hadi akakuwa queen, but I want us just to jump up to the point alikuja akakuwa queen. So after Esther amekuwa queen, so alikuwa na access to the kingship, so alikuwa na a certain kind of power and influence as well. And there was another guy who was second in command. Alikuwa ameandika decree that because Esther was a Jew, alikuwa ameandika decree that all the Jews to be killed in that land. And Esther hakuwa anajua hii story. But Mordecai knew the plan that was being organized by this guy who was second in command. And it was very hard to change a decree that was already written. So Mordecai akajua sasa ilazima juu on a certain date all the Jews would be invaded and they'll be killed. So Mordecai akaenda kwa Esther akamwambia, unajua ni aje, day fulani masaa fulani tutakuwa invaded and we will all be killed, na itasemekana tumeuawa na our enemies. So Esther, remember Esther ni queen so akona power ya kwenda kuambia king, manzi hapa kuna watu wanathreaten wase wangu, wewe unaonaje? But this king was known to be very very strict and very harsh. Mtu ana dismiss bibi yake juu amekataa kudance, na anasema afungwe, na anasema watu wauawe. So Esther alikuwa anajua this is not like a small thing. So akamwambiaje? So Mordecai akaambia Esther, go and plead with the king, umwambie siku fulani kuna kitu imeplaniwa, at least king anaweza change decision. Unfortunately or fortunately, king hakuwa anajua hii story yote yenye ilikuwa imeandikwa na this guy who was second in command. And Esther knew that this is not just a message, and as I walk in to the king's palace, naenda tu amwambie manze stopisha huu mse. Ange risk either pia kukuwa chased away kama the first wife, ama huyo bibi mwenye alikuwa amefungwa already, alikuwa na risk kuuawa, alikuwa na risk life za mabeshte wake pia. So Esther akamwambia manze, kama this is the way, it's not easy. Mordecai akamwambia, what if God amekuweka kwa hii position? You are an immigrant, you are no one, you are nothing, and right now you are a queen. Maybe what's a God's plan uko kwa hii position just for only this moment, manze. And that's the point that I believe. Like maybe God amekuweka tu kwa this position because of this particular moment yenye uko saizi, ndo akamafanya a big thing. So Esther akaambia Mordecai, if you want me to go and confront the king, then muende mfast and pray. The idea of sacrifice, muende mfast and pray for 3 days and 3 nights. And me with my people here in the palace, we will do the same. And then on the third day, I will confront the king. And if I perish, let me perish. The sacrifice, the power of sacrifice. You can go and read the passage and uone vile iliisha. But the truth of the matter, the king gave a new decree through Mordecai, and the Jews were given the permission to go and defend themselves if they were invaded, because a written decree could not be unwritten. But they were given authority to defend themselves. And the story ends that, story continues like the Jews suppressed their invaders and killed them, so many of them. The power of sacrifice. So in the situation that you're going through, as long as you're submitting to God, manze, you have to be willing to sacrifice. And sacrifice that which you feel that you cannot live. Kama manze uko addicted to drugs, ama uko addicted to whatever addiction uko nayo, you must be willing to sacrifice. Cheers guys, that has been my catch up with you guys. Manze imekuwa a while, and I believe now summer senior classes will be having a lot of stuff coming through, and God amekuwa faithful sana juu pia unaona. So cheers, hadi tuonane next video. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to those who think that should listen to this message. Nawapenda sana nyinyi wote.